students. So in 6th grade we have our answer paper distributions today. And also some questions we have discussed. So we are going to discuss the question paper today. Okay, right. First 15 questions. First question is multiple choice. You have 5 questions on multiple choice MCQ questions. I hope you don't have any doubts in this MCQ questions. Next one is fill in the blanks, and fill in the blanks are easy questions. When I checked your answer sheets, most of you have give nice correct answers for this. Answer the following questions. And the third part is answer the following question. You will get 1 mark each. So the first question for the answer the following is, how many endpoints are there for a line segment? How many endpoints are there in a line segment? This is a line segment. How many endpoints are there? So it's clear that for a line segment there have 2 endpoints, right? So moving to the next question, you have a given question and you need to state the property of the question. The question is 425 into 12 minus 9. 425 into 12 minus 9. And the answer is given as 425 into 12 minus 425 minus 425 into 9. Which property is that? Yes, clearly you stated that this is the property, which is that distribution of multiplication over subtraction. Distributive property of multiplication over what? Over subtraction. So next question, which are the factors of number 18? Clear, this is a direct question. You know how to factorize a number. So the number is 18. Together the number is 18. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. These are the factors of 18. I hope you don't have any doubt on that question. So fourth question, which is the smallest composite even number? Composite even number. 4 is the composite even number. And what is the next question? What is the identity element for addition of whole numbers? What is the identity element? Yes, you studied that a plus 0 equal to 0 plus a equal to a, which is the identity element. Yes, 0 is the identity element here. So, and that's all about the answer the following 1 mark question. Very easy questions. And moving to the fourth part, part 4, answer the following, which carries 2 mark each. What is the LCM of 32 and 56? 32 and 56. What is the LCM of 32 and 56? 32 and 56. The LCM, you need to know how to calculate the LCM of 32 and 56, right? The LCM is 224. 224 is the LCM. Okay. Now, compute 212. Now, next question is compute 212 into 27 plus 212 into 23. This is the same property stated here. Distributive law of multiplication over addition. Here we have over addition. So we can choose the common number 212 into. What is the balance? When we take 212 from here, what is the balance? 27 plus. When we take 212 from here, what is the balance? 23. So this can be write as 212 into, yes, 50. 212 into 50 is, yes, 10,600 is the answer. Okay. Now, prime factorize the number 216. the number is 216. You know how to factorize a number with prime factors. 2 is the first prime factor. 108. When we take 2 from there, the remaining part is 108. Now 2 is a prime factor, and you know for prime factors we use circles, and for composite numbers we use squares. Now it's like 2 and 54. Again 2 and 27. Now 27 is not a multiple of 2. 27 is a multiple of 3. 3 into 9. And this 9 can be factorized as 3 into 3. So all the factors, all the numbers here are prime numbers. So prime factorization of 216 is like this. And next question is 90. Check the divisibility by 11. Check the divisibility by 11. For checking the divisibility by 11, first you need to find the sum of digit in the odd numbered places. Then you find the sum of digit in the even numbered places. So you get two sums, sum of numbers in the odd numbered place and sum of numbers in the even numbered place. Now find the difference between two sums. Okay, if the obtained difference is a multiple of 11, the given big number should be a multiple of 11. That is the way we check the divisibility by 11. Okay. So the next question, divide and check using division rule. You know how to divide a number. The 6th grade students are very much aware about divisions, right? I hope we don't need to discuss this question anymore, because division is a simple question. And next question is subtraction, direct subtraction. You don't need any more explanation on that. And the next question is find the HCF. How can you find HCF? You first you factorize the numbers which is given and find the highest common factor included in that numbers. 12 and 18 are your numbers. So the factors of number 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. And the factors of 80 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. So which are the common factors here? 2 is a common factor. Like here is 2, here is 2. 3 is a common factor and 6 is also a common factor. Which is the highest common factor included in this? 2, 3, 6. Which is the highest number? Yes, no doubt. 6 is the highest number. So HCF, highest common factor for 12 and 18 is obviously 6. No doubt in that question, right? So moving to the next question. Find the product using distributive law. Distributive law. Yes, this is you need to concentrate. Distributive law. 8. Okay, your question is 8, 3, 2 into 103. How you distribute this? 8, 3, 2 into 100 plus 8, 3, 2 into 3. Right. 8, 3, 2 into 100 is 8, 3, 200 plus 8, 3, 2 into 3 is 2496. So the answer will be 85696. 85696 is the distributive law is by splitting the numbers into 2. Okay, for 103 we split the number as 100 plus 3. For 125 we split the number as 100 plus 20 plus 7. In any case you distribute the common number to this one and this one. and add the multiples. Okay, that's all. And write the prime factors of number 150. Okay, we already discussed number 216 prime factorization. In same manner, you need to factorize the number 150. Instead of 216, you need to factorize the number 150. That's all about that. Now find the LCM of, you know how to find the LCM. First of all, you write common multiples. So multiples of 15 and 25, and find which is the least common number. There have lot of common numbers, and among them find the least common number, and which will be the LCM of two given numbers. And sixth part, find the HCF. We find here the same method for finding HCF of two numbers. You need to factorize that number first and find which is the highest common factor included in that. No doubt in that question. Draw a triangle ABC. It's a really very easy question. All of you can write that question. No need of any discussion. Draw a triangle ABC. This is the triangle ABC. A, B, C, and draw a triangle ABC. Name its three angles. What are the angles? Angle A, angle B, and angle C. No doubt. And mark its three sides. Which are the three sides? Three sides are AB, BC, and AC. These are the three sides of this triangle ABC. Okay. So that's all about the question paper. I hope this question paper is clear to you, and we will discuss our chapter in the next class. Okay. Thank you.